So tonight for dinner, we're having a beef tater tot casserole in the crock pot, and this is everything that you'll need. You need to brown a pound of ground beef, which I have going right now, and then if you have some onion, you can add that. I don't, so I'm just going to use this onion powder, and then you need salt and pepper, 1 can of cream of chicken, about a half a cup of sour cream, some of this sauce. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. I also have some minced garlic here that I'm going to put in with the meat. When it is done, you need some cheddar cheese, or I have sharp cheddar here. The recipe calls for 8 ounces, but I have 16, so I'll just shred this up and use a little bit less. And then you need some tater tots. I have a 5-pound bag, but it calls for 32 ounces, so the smaller bag, but this is what I have. I'll use about a third of it. And then, so I've already sprayed my crock pot. I'll just put the ground beef and the garlic, the minced garlic in here when it is done, and then I will mix everything else and I'll show you guys. And I almost forgot, you need a bag of mixed vegetables. I don't have any right now. I really need to go shopping, but I have this 2-pound bag of sweet peas. It's a little bit less than half, but this is what I'm going to use instead of the mixed vegetables. You were supposed to mix the vegetables with the beef, but I got distracted and I forgot, so I just threw them on top. I hope it'll be fine. It should be fine. It is what it is, so I didn't want to leave out the vegetables, so there we go. I just put it on, actually I want to do low for about 2 to 3 hours, and I will show you guys when it is done. So tonight for dinner, we're having this chicken Marsala packet. On the back of it, it says you just take about a pound of boneless, skinless chicken breast, cook it in oil, and then you just basically put the sauce in and reduce it a little bit. My chicken here, and these are boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I just got on clearance from Meijer. They are frozen, so I just put them in the crock pot with about a half a cup of water, and I'm just going to cook them on high for a few hours until they're done. Then I plan on shredding them up. It just makes it a little bit easier for the kids to eat, and then I will go ahead and cook it in the sauce. I plan on transferring it to the stovetop after I shred it and then pouring the sauce in and reducing it. And then we are going to have this with rice, some kind of vegetable, and then I'm probably going to make up some naan as well. All right, so the chicken is almost done cooking. When it's done, I'm going to drain it and chuck it in the food processor and just shred it up a little bit. We are changing gears for dinner. My husband's going to be home a lot later than expected. He's coming all the way from Iowa. He was over there for work. And he really likes chicken marsala and he wants to try this out. We've never had this before. So instead of doing that, we're going to switch gears. He also doesn't want the chicken shredded, which that's fine. So I've got some chicken breast that I just pulled out of the freezer. It's already cubed up. I just cubed it up when I froze it. So I've got that thawing for tomorrow and I'll just cook it how you're supposed to by just sauteing it in some oil and then putting the sauce in the pan. Anyways, instead of having that tonight, I have this sauce I want to use up, this sweet and sour sauce. I have a little bit less than half, and I'm just going to mix this with the shredded chicken. I also have this ready rice that I got from Sam's that I'm going to do just because I just don't feel like making rice. And I want a super quick, easy meal tonight. And then for our vegetable, we have frozen green beans. We don't have any broccoli, which is what I would prefer. But that's fine. I did find this can of mixed vegetables and it expires next month. So I thought we would use that up. It is close to expiring. So yeah, that's what we're going to have tonight. When this chicken is done, I'm going to shred it up and then just mix the sauce in it. Let it sit for, 20 minutes or so to soak in, and then just heat up the vegetables and heat up the rice. So everything is done now. I just heated these up in the microwave and then I added some salt and some butter. Here is the chicken. It got shredded a little more than I wanted, but that's fine. And then there's the sauce in there, and I did add a little bit of salt and pepper. It's really good. It would be even better with some pineapple chunks in it. I've had something similar to that before. Anyways, here is the boys' plates. I'm not really feeling the best today, and I had a late lunch, so I won't be eating this for a couple hours, but I did sample it, and it's really good. Yes, I have dishes to do. Stay tuned for tomorrow because I will be making the chicken marsala. So I just got the rice in. I'm about to start it. This is just jasmine rice. There's 1.5 cups in there with 3 cups of water, and then I put a little bit of the chicken, the better than the bouillon chicken base in there. And I'm just going to push the rice button and let that do its thing. And then I'm also making some naan, just a couple pieces here. I'll cook it in the air fryer when the chicken's almost done. And then I'll just put some butter and probably some rosemary and a little bit of garlic powder on it. Here I'm just cooking the chicken. I'm just going to brown it up real quick, and then I'm going to finish it in the sauce. And tonight for dinner, we're having beef stew in the Crockpot. I'm just following the recipe on the back of a beef stew seasoning mix. It is 2.15 pounds, and I'm just cutting it up into about 1-inch cubes. And I'm just going to coat the pieces in some flour and fry it in a pan with a little bit of olive oil just to brown up the sides. It gives it a lot more flavor. Then I'm just going to add in 3 cups of water, and you need 4 to 5 cups of vegetables. You can use potatoes, carrots, celery, onions, anything that you like, really. The only thing I have is about a half a bag of carrots that's been in the fridge that needs used up, and I have 2 potatoes, which I did peel. You don't need to, but I did because they were looking a little rough. I'm going to cook this on low for about 6 hours, and I'll show you guys when it's done.